What's up, peers, and welcome to Bitcoin to the Max here on the World Crypto Network. Today, we continue the education here on the World Crypto Network over the evolution of a money. And we've reached now a point of interest that is greater education and understanding, as Murat says it. And I would phrase it a bit differently. Basically, in a really broad speaking manner, it is the fulfillment of the trivium. And this is a process of how we as humans learn and gain new experiences and ultimately achieve wisdom. And this is a teaching that is quite ancient and has been taught over several decades and throughout a lot of different societies. So it is definitely something of interest. And I do believe that this differentiation of the achievement of wisdom in three quite accessible steps is, well, logical. And let's first start with grammar, basically, which is the accumulation of external information. Information that is given to you or that you have found by seeking it. And therefore, this type of information is inherently kind of trusted because at face value, it could be wrong information. It does not necessarily have to be truthful. So the accumulation of this information, this seeking of knowledge, does not necessarily make you a wise person. Rather, it just makes you knowledgeable. But that's trivia. That's random facts, if they are true or not. It's not the trivium. It is not yet full education. The next important part is logic. And this is basically internalizing these external information and logically progressing through them and verifying that they are indeed factually correct and truthful. And this means that this internal process of understanding something cannot be done by anyone else for you. You have to verify it. You have to logically progress through all this information and seek the truth. And once you have found something that is logical, consistent, and truthful, then you have reached understanding over this subject. But still, it is not yet wisdom. It is only a understood information, but there are many unwise people who understand quite a lot, who have accumulated lots of understood knowledge. And they're still not wise, because wisdom is the manifestation of change throughout coherent action that is based upon that understood knowledge. So action is what achieves you wisdom. Because only when you do that, which you internally know that is true, only then can you accumulate these massive powers of truth and logic and natural law to manifest change in your surrounding and in the world that you live in and that we all live in. And this is why education is key for Bitcoin. There is a lot of information out there. We live in information age. We live with the internet, a network of non-scarce information. And, well, there is a lot of bullshit out there. And so do not believe, do not trust anything that you hear online, including the stuff you hear on the WC and especially from me. Don't trust, but internally verify if it is truthful. And of course, same is true in Bitcoin. You have to first see all this information that is going on, all these gossiping of the Bitcoin network of nodes, all the communication, and you take it all in, and then you verify it if these transactions are actually truthful and correct and right. And only then do you manifest change by adding it to your own blockchain. If this external information turns out to be true, and you understand it. Only then do you add it to your blockchain. And same should be the case for you in your external education. Once you have accumulated all these BS information, all these shitcoinery and multicoinism, sit down and try to understand it. And maybe you come at the same conclusion of truth, which might be sound money and liberty, which is what Bitcoin is. But still, don't stop at just understanding it, but act upon it. So go out there and do it, be it, and manifest the change that you know is truthful. And this is when Bitcoin achieves its greatest potential, with you living by the principles of liberty. Thank you, Piers, for joining me here today on Bitcoin to the Max on the World Crypto Network. It was always a pleasure of transferring the information to you. But please, don't believe me, but verify it. And don't stop there. But if you verify them as being truthful, then act upon the information and do and be. So thank you very much, Piers, for joining me here. And thank you especially for those who do manifest change, and that includes, but is not limited to, active support of the World Crypto Network, either by hanging out in the chat and being active and hitting the like and subscribe, but also of manifesting our UTXO balances and hand us a couple Satoshis. And go to teleco.im or patreon.com/WCN to chip in and make sure that we can continue spreading this information and to help peers like you on their path towards wisdom. Thank you very much, and see you on the next show. Bye-bye.